guys, it's William calling from Wiwibloggs, and I'm super excited because we're moving on to song number 2 in Finland's UMK 2024 Uuden Musiikin Kilpailu. Hello. The artist is Sexmane, aka Max Sene. His brother is Isaac from UMK 2022, and he is currently one of the most listened to artists in Finland. Oh my goodness, he had an album in which 18 of the 20 songs made the Finnish top 50. That album was called Sex Tape. Yes, so Queen. I have a sense of what his predilections include, Henny.
Hey you guys! Hey William!
He grew up in a religious community where it was common to sing hymns and the community's own songs. Commercial music was forbidden in the community, but the attraction to it was powerful.
Let's do this!
Speaking of his entry, this is what he had to say. The words in the chorus crystallized my thoughts. It's quite all right to be a bit crazy. I know that a lot of young people are struggling with mental health challenges. I want to give them the strength and courage to hang in there. Well, that is a very good message. We are hitting play.
Oh, fierce!
Right into it. Giving me a Blind Channel vibe with that slap to the face. Meds aren't doing the grind.
It's a lot of auto-tune, but everyone's using it.
This is very personal. About taking medication.
Oh, I like it. Very connected, very visually arresting.
About his graft.
Just like Isaac.
Ooh, but now he's selling out gigs. From the bus to selling out gigs. Oh, I like this beat.
I love this
beat. Trapped in his own mind.
Meds ain't doing the grind? Wow.
The clothes reflect the wallpaper. I might be a little crazy for this world. I can only breathe in the eye of the storm. You gotta keep going.
I like there's a rock push here.
Demons are chasing him.
Oh, the visuals are really good. And I like how he's quite duplicitous, his behavior.
Yesterday he was doing fine. This morning, feeling the grind.
1 minute he's quite happy, the next one is like quite quizzing.
The mania. Up and down.
It's all about mania, isn't it? And that's okay.
The manic period burns him out, but it also gives him moments where he's very productive. I can relate to this.
There's a lot of swearing, but it's okay.
Even the washing machine is in his signature rip. Oh, it's not Louis
I
Vuitton,
like
it
this.
says sex.
It's building. There's
Meds
a thrust.
ain't doing the
There's
grind.
pace. There's urgency.
I might be a little crazy for this world, but I can only breathe in the eye of the storm. You gotta keep going. You don't lay flat. Demons are chasing. These Finns and their demons. Dancing with Demons, Cyan Kicks. I might be a little crazy.
Oh, I love the middle A.
Oh, this is a good bridge.
Great.
This is nice.
Gives options for staging, for catching one's breath, for character switching.
Good staging options.
Oh, it's good.
Huh.
It's great, actually.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Ooh,
oh,
wow.
Wow.
That is only
40 seconds
2
of
minutes and
absolute
48
geniusness.
seconds. But it's serving. Wow. Okay. Ooh. So there's a lot to unpack there. You know what? If I didn't see the lyrics, if I didn't understand the lyrics, I might not be into this. However, luckily there were English language subtitles on the screen, so I was able to follow the story. I think if I closed my eyes, I'd be like, whatever. But when you hear / read the meaning, it's actually quite powerful. His mania, the highs and the lows. This is about perseverance and pushing through. He says he can only breathe in the eye of the storm, so everything is spinning. What's he gonna do? Hold his breath? No, because you just get sucked up, flattened. he breathes and he continues going. Continues going? Keeps going. Interestingly, he said the pills aren't doing the grind. I think it means like the pills aren't doing their job. Like they're not controlling the situation. And so he's having to figure out how to work within the confines of his affliction, you know, in the confines of this situation. So that's very powerful. And the song sounds angry at times. I quite like when he shouts, Mania! Mania! You get that sense of feeling trapped. That's very strong, actually. The meaning, the package. I also like the beat, how it goes. I don't know the word for the instrument they're doing, but it's like very rocky. And then there's that stick sound, which I really enjoy. I also like the visuals. This whole, I thought it was Louis Vuitton, but it's not Louis Vuitton. It says SEX. The fact that he's wearing these clothes and he's trapped in this house, the house of his mind, like he's trapped in his emotions, he can't get out, everything's reflecting back. It's like, you know, when you're in that mood and it's like you're putting out negativity and then only negativity comes back. And I don't know, he's like entrenched in this orange sex scene. There's a lot of symbolism there, and I think they can stage this really nicely. Love how he rocks out in the middle A bridge, whatever you want, that section. It has shades of angry rock, which I know Finns like.
It's interesting, both Max and Isaac grew up in this really religious family, but, you know, in terms of how that presents musically, they're very daring and visually arresting. I really like this. Well, first of all, it's completely in Finnish, but it's Finnish that translates, right? Mania! You already know that this is not, you know, unwrapping sweets from a candy jar. Do you see what I mean? This is something that is underscored with a brilliant message and with the realities of growing up in modern society. You know, mental health is a real thing. It's just a real thing, right? And sometimes when it grips you, you can react in the most unexpected of ways. But this is not saying, woe is me. This is about saying, okay, acknowledge that identity and live with it. Live with it. And there's another voice that says, wrestling with it is okay. And, you know, I like that. Of course, YLE are very clever in putting closed captions with their music videos so you get a deeper understanding of what these entries are about. Also, UMK in general, certainly in the last 5 years, have come up with a system that works. You know, realistically, we're going to come through, I mean, this is the second, right? There's 5 more to go, but this already sets the tone that, you know, all of them are going to be good, right? 2 out of 2 for me. This is on fire.
At the same time, for Finland, I think for the domestic competition, this could do well, actually. But I do worry if this went to Eurovision and people didn't get the meaning, because most people are not reading no blogs, most people are not reading no newspapers, most people don't know anything about the songs when they watch, they might be like, what's going on? Another reservation I have is I've never seen him perform live. Like, obviously, he's one of the top played artists in Finland, so there must be some good live performance there. But he seems subdued to me at times, like subdued. Like, I watched some interviews with him. He did one with our Diana in Helsinki, and our man was subdued. But in this video, he's giving a little bit of anger, but I still felt like he was holding back. If the vocals are off, this is dead. Like, you're quite exposed, even with all the noise, the rock behind you, he needs to serve this vocally, because I feel like if you don't get the lyrics, you're going to be less sucked into the story, and so you're going to be more mindful of errors, of any lack of energy, etc., etc. Do I prefer this to Cyan Kicks? You know, it's going to come down to that live performance. I think this is less like predictable pop. This is like less predictable than Cyan Kicks. Like, I feel like I've heard that kind of pop rock song like a million times. However, I know Cyan Kicks can kill it live. To be honest, I don't think I would download either of these. I would not download either of these at this point. But when I see them live, I might.
Well, Sexmane, who's actually Max, Max Sene, actually, has been very successful in Finland. His sex tapes, which have been the names of his album and EP, have been very successful, kind of holding residency on the French charts for a very long time. This track, no doubt, will do well commercially. And, I'm expecting it to kind of do fabulously well in Finland as his other previous chart hits have done. In terms of how this is going to shape up and could potentially represent Finland at Eurovision, I'm all for it. Sign kicks were amazing. This is also amazing, right? It's now just a case of which entry do you prefer on what day? There's nothing bad here. There's a very strong visual identity. There's a compelling performer who can deliver the song. And the song touches on what people currently go through. There is no disconnect here. It's very much connected with what we as humans experience, certainly in 2024. And I feel good about this. I feel very positive.
All right, well, that's what we think. What do you think? Is Mania the song to beat? Do you love Sexmane? Let us know here on Wiwibloggs.
Is there a mood board for Max Sene? Because they ought to be. Is he on Pinterest? Well, sign up if you are not. And follow Wiwibloggs on Pinterest. We will see you later.
We'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.